I'm Bridget with the Massillon Public Library, and this is my daughter Blair. So this week on Bookmarked Adventures, we're talking about exercise and movement. Oh my gosh, I know, I said exercise. It's okay, you don't have to run away. I promise, no sweating is required. So I'm sure that everyone has heard that exercise is a great way to boost your mood. And it's true. Just because we wake up on the wrong side of the bed doesn't mean that we have to stay there. Simple stretches and breathing to relax and calm yourself can't hurt, right? I mean, you don't always have to go for a run or do repetitive repetitions of exercises X, Y, and Z. Sometimes it's okay to give yourself a break from going all out. Try something simple. I'm a huge fan of mental exercises, things like puzzles and problem solving. So if you're a fan of mental exercises just like I am, stay tuned till the end of the video. We have a couple things to show you. So I'm focusing on exercises this week because I probably just downed about 10 pounds of Halloween candy, and I plan on eating all day on Thanksgiving, maybe even getting seconds or thirds of Thanksgiving dinner. What about you? You gonna have lots?
Yes.
And I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So I actually need to do exercises more regularly than I'm used to. But I'm working on that. So maybe you have a little one like me that has more energy than you can keep up with. And that's okay. I have a couple books to show you that you can enjoy reading for a story time, or you can try to use it so that way your little ones can use some of their energy and stretch out while actually maybe calming themselves down. So she's going to go ahead and demonstrate some of these exercises while I read to you. Hands to heart. Breathe. Breathe and bend with your animal friends with permission by the publishers. So you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So settle in, my friend. It's time to start. So take a big breath. Put your hand to your heart. Whether your breathing is flowing fast or slow, whether your mood is soaring high or low, by moving and breathing, you can calm your mind. The whole world gets clearer. Let's see what we find. Now, here we go now. Do you want to stand up? All right, good job. All right, lift your arms and reach up high. Lift your arms, reach up high. Take some big breaths. You can breathe through the sky. Now let's move our arms like we're swimming through air. Try it fast and try it slow. You can add your own flair. Now let's give ourselves a great big hug. Wrap your arms around yourself, breathe slow and hold snug. Now let's pose like a cat. On hands and knees, stretch your back and your shoulders, move around as you please. Now let's pose like a cow. Drop your belly real low, arch your back, lift your tail. Now breathe real slow. What happens when we mix a cat and a cow? Do you know what happens?
We don't.
Okay. All right, now get back up. All right, drop your belly and breathe in. Now round your back and breathe out. There you go. Back and forth. Okay. Now let's make like a dog. Are you ready to shift? Press your paws to the floor. Let your whole body lift. Stretch your hips up and back. Downward dog is the pose. Let your head hang low. Slowly breathe through your nose. Now seems like a good time to lie on the floor. Lie down on your belly. Breathe here once more. Go ahead, scooch back. Okay. Stretch your legs out long behind you like a cobra snake. Lift and lower your chest. The cobra is sleeping, then awake. Good job. Now to back down like he's sleeping. Now lift back up. There you go. All right, now roll onto your back and let your shoulders rest. Next, bend your knees, hug them close to your chest. Okay. It's time for a twist. Reach your arms out wide. I think you need to move forward a little bit. There you go. All right. Now breathing real slow, sway your legs side to side. Let your eyes get heavy, bring your hands to your heart. Rest your legs, thank your body, each limb did its part. Now next time your mind needs a moment of rest, breathe slow, stretch your body, it's your heart that knows best. So if you liked Hands to Heart, Breathe and Bend with Your Animal Friends, another book that you can try is called Dinosaur Yoga. Both are great reads to stretch, reset, and refocus ourselves. Or if you're a little bit older, maybe you can try an athletic fiction the next time that you're in one of our branches. So maybe you're actually thinking about holiday meals or potential pounds, or you want to try a new exercise routine. Go ahead and try our nonfiction section in the area of 613. You'll find books on health and safety, things like nutrition, exercise, yoga, dance, and self-defense. So I am recommending this book because just the pretty cover grabbed my attention. And I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I tend to do that a little. If the cover doesn't grab my attention, I feel a little blah about the book from the start. So I'm going to walk you through how I pick a book sometimes. So the pretty cover grabbed my attention. And next, I always look at the back cover for the blurb. So this is set in an alternate world dominated by sports and magical powers. And the story takes place at an elite sports academy where the best children athletes are sent to hone their skills. So an orphan outcast and the crown princess are both selected to go to this academy, where they begin to suspect that something malicious is at play at the school. So if you're like me, you're probably thinking, okay, so it's like Harry Potter and Aladdin and Jasmine wrapped into a sports story. Interesting, right? So I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and Aladdin's awesome. So it won a little bit more of my time, and I thought that I'd go ahead and skim a few pages. And that's when I went, yeah, I have to read this. No longer care what it's about. Books just don't come with beautiful, colorful pictures like this. So you might be thinking, it's a silly reason to read this story. But instantly, I thought about my 5th grade teacher, Miss Page. And she introduced me to reading with colorful rulers like these. So these are actually just index dividers that I picked up at the dollar store. Oops. And I went ahead and cut them down so that way I could use them more as like a ruler or a bookmark kind of thing. So anyway, she went ahead and she read this study on it being helpful for people that have things like comprehension issues and dyslexia. It'll also help with fluency, depth perception, eye strain, and also visual stresses. So, 25 years later, this book sparked a long ago school memory of something that I thought that I would never actually use. And I'm not any younger, so I had to test out if it would actually help. And again, the colorful pages went ahead and helped with that. I'm going to say these were more of when I'm reading any other book, I can go ahead and use them, but maybe somebody else can actually use this as a helpful hint as well. So me going ahead and starting out with this book, after I checked it out, that night I jumped into Ipica, the Tree of Ekroth. I figured I'd have to put the book down and start dinner at some point, and instead I fell into the secrets of the main characters. And I got lost going to the island of Korra. The twists in the book so far were just enough excitement and tension to humor me and make me want more. I was actually about halfway through Browning Hamburger when it clicked. I had read for 2 hours and I didn't have my normal headaches from reading for so long. I was so excited I devoured the rest of the book in every spare second that I had over the next couple days. And then I hit the internet wondering, with the sad events of earlier this year, if there was or would ever be a book 2 and 3. So great news, there is a book 2. It comes out in December, so not too far away, and it's already on my Christmas list for Santa. As for book 3 or more, I don't know. I couldn't find any information yet. For me, the book had similarities to other stories, but this one held its own. The message of teamwork and finding your own strength was driven home, but done in a way that it let the characters develop and find their footing. The story was complex but creative, with twists that I didn't fully expect. So you can really feel the author's love of sports. Being created by Kobe Bryant and written by Ivy Clare, that's to be expected. But even being a band nerd with no coordination, I picked up on the underlying fundamentals. The visualization, the fundamental training are key parts to sports. I mean, no one just jumps right in and is an all-star straight off the bat. Some people have natural talents, others need to work on it. So again, Ipecac, the Tree of Ecroft, is an awesome book. I recommend this to any sports fan who is a lover of fantasy and magic. So with the sad news of Kobe's passing earlier this year, the series is full of so much potential may being cut off short. It was really upsetting for me. Kobe really brought amazing talent to the creation of this story. It opened my eyes to him being more than just a sports figure. And I found in my research for other books in this series that he has teamed up with many other authors to create some pretty awesome books mixed with sports worlds into beautiful fantasies. I hope one of you might either be a fan of Kobe's or interested enough to give Ipecac, the Tree of Ecroft, a shot. Now, before I go, I wanted to get back to those mental exercises I mentioned earlier. If you want to exercise your brain, or maybe you'd like to get a surprise to open on a dreary day this winter, stop into the main branch of the Massillon Public Library at the children's desk. We will have a mind bender prize for you. So, they are wrapped up surprises available for anyone who would like them, no matter what your age is. But the supply is limited, so don't wait if you want one. So thank you so much for joining me again, and don't forget to check our website for any upcoming programs. Take care. Bye for now.